It took me a long time to appreciate my INFP personality type. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 things that I wish I learned earlier. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology. I help INFPs understand their personality type better so that they can actually live a life that is aligned with their personality type instead of fighting against it. Most of us INFPs, we start off, like maybe we take the test, we take the assessment, and we see INFP, and I've seen this and heard this so many times. We get INFP and then we're just like, oh no, I'm an INFP. What am I going to do now? There's a lot of negative baggage around the INFP personality type. Now, some people appreciate it right off the bat. Some people know the awesomeness, but many people don't. Many people think that it's just those stereotypes that are all over the internet about being way too emotional, being so soft and squishy, that we just can't do anything, that we can't achieve anything in the world. And I disagree. I think we just don't have a good source of understanding about our personality type and then how to apply that. We don't know the techniques on how to apply that understanding to the real world. I'm going to close the window. It was nice and cool in here with the fall breeze, but no more windows. So the first thing is one thing that most of us INFPs directly fight against. I went through a long period of time where I wanted to be a robot. I wanted to be cool, calm, collected all the time and have no emotional response. I literally, I imagined myself as a rogue, as a robot rogue specifically. I just had no emotion. I didn't want any emotion to come out because that would negatively impact somebody else, and myself included. And it was just a matter of just turning it off, shutting it off, repressing it, suppressing it as much as possible. And I realized that emotions are not a problem. They are the messengers. They are telling you what is important in your life. And if you ignore them, then 1, you're ignoring something that is important to yourself. And 2, they come back stronger. They come back with reinforcements. And you don't want that. You want to address the emotion as it comes up to the best of your ability, depending on the context and the situation as well. But if you're angry about something, figure out why that's there. What is it that made you angry? Likely it's somebody did something or said something that did not go well with one of your values. And that is your method of dealing with that, of asserting yourself or showing the significance or the importance of your. So make sure that you listen to those emotions. And if you can, give it a good 90 seconds, just kind of feel through the emotion, let it go through you, and then it will dissipate. Or you will learn something about it. If you stop it and it's still there, you're just kindling it, adding stuff to it. You're pouring fuel on it because naturally it will dissipate if you just let it run its course. But if you stop it and it keeps coming back, it's because you're doing something or there's something in the environment that is causing it to keep coming back. So make sure you listen to your emotions. Something else that is really important for us INFPs. And I've worked with over 100 INFPs now, one-on-one, many of them more than one sessions. And one thing that comes up quite often is the statement, I don't trust myself. I don't believe that I can handle it, or I did this thing in the past and it was not good. It was a failure. So I don't trust myself to handle whatever happens. And unfortunately for us, that doesn't work. We need to trust ourselves. Our auxiliary function is an intuitive function. It's extroverted intuition, meaning that it's idea space and connecting the dots and patterns in the outer world. This thing happens, what could that mean? What could that be? What are the possibilities or opportunities that come from there? And if we don't trust that ability to take what happens and leap off from there to the next thing, or make those connections, or trust that whatever happens, I'll be fine, I'll find a way through, I'll find a way out, then we're really hindering ourselves. We read into what is unsaid. We can take apart or reassemble, I suppose, what is going on in the outer world and say, well, this is probably because of this and probably because of that. We're very good at connecting those ideas. If we don't allow ourselves to do that, then again, we're really hindering ourselves, and we're lessening our impact on the world, because the world needs people who are good at delving deep into the emotional human space and expressing that through ideas, through metaphors, through creativity. It would definitely help the world if there were more kind, creative souls in it that were expressing themselves. And in conversations too, trust that intuitive understanding for deeper connections. You can likely look at somebody or have a conversation and say, well, they're probably going through this thing, or that's why they did this. They're feeling this way. Prior causation. It's like, well, this thing happened in the past, so of course you're going to feel like that, right? We're very, very good at that once we learn to trust our intuition. And looping back into our introverted feeling, our dominant function, we often get the message that you need to suck it up, that emotions don't matter, stop feeling so much about this thing, just do the thing. Like, look at the objectives, look at the logic, look at the metrics, right? Look at the data, and just do that. It's so hard for an INFP. It's probably hard for many other personality types too, but INFPs have a special struggle with it. We get that message that you need to be logical, and logic is the only way to decide. But your values and this kinesthetic, this feels right sensation are very valuable guides as well. Okay, it's not only using logic, it's not only using emotions or values. It's bringing all of these into the picture together and having this broader sense of taking from them as advisors. Logic says do this, it's probably a good idea. Values, feelings say do this, it's probably a good idea. What is the compromise between these? What's the negotiation that I can have between my adept introverted thinking and my soul introverted feeling? Or extroverted thinking, the commander and the soul? How can they work together to help us achieve our goals? It's not shutting one down, and it's not bringing one up to trust everything that part of you says. It's a negotiation. And through those 3 lessons, I really found out that life gets better when you start working with your personality type instead of fighting against it. If you knew about your INFP personality type when you were in your teens, how would your life be different? You know, if you are in your teens right now and you're watching this, congratulations. Life can be so much different once you start appreciating your personality type. You stop saying, I'm too sensitive for this, I should be more logical, something's wrong with me. And you start leaning into, my emotions all serve a purpose. I can see nuances, I can see those subtle differences that other people miss. And my decisions and my decision-making process is valid, even if I can't explain it. And that is a completely different and wonderful life to live.